children die that way. Most of what you teach them is so they don't die
one of them
or get
goes
hurt.
missing in the middle of the movie.
One stick shit up its nose like a moron. It's already done it once and gone to the hospital. Why is it doing it again? This is the dumbest child. Welcome to When Harry Met Sally.
I'm Tess Menzies.
It's Sasha Minnick.
This is a podcast where we watch a rom-com. We talk about the main relationship of the rom-com. And we say how long the couple's going to stay together after the credits roll.
Who breaks up with who? How come on? Why?
And today we watched
One Fine Day.
You look so unhappy.
I loathed this film. And I am not well.
Yeah. My main takeaway from this movie is having children is a nightmare.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Everything about this movie, like they were having a bad day, and
Yeah.
every single step of the way, it was made worse by their children.
The whole time I'm like, this just like wouldn't happen to children of immigrant parents.
You're like, my parents
Are
would
you
have
kidding
hit
me? I would be in a box. What? I could not believe the behavior of these kids.
I felt that way as well. I was like, I remember there being times that I had to like go to work with my mom or like randomly be around.
And I behaved fucking normal.
Yeah. If I had ruined her entire presentation when that happened, I was like, I think I would struggle to not be like, I want to kill you.
Yeah.
Like what?
I literally would be like, people shouldn't hit kids.
Yeah,
People shouldn't
you're like, you don't
hit
hit your
kids.
children. Don't hit your children. Don't do it.
Yeah, it was really hard to
crazy.
watch.
And then they take them to that like daycare center that the kids don't want to go to. But
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you. You've been a piece of shit all day. Go be at the daycare center.
He's already a piece of shit. What, he's going to be a worse piece of shit later because of these kids? I don't care. Get him out of your hair. This is insane behavior.
It was crazy.
Why is no one training these children?
Yeah.
I was floored the whole time.
I would be in a box.
I was so confused why these kids were allowed to be out and behaving like that.
Yeah. It really, that was my main takeaway.
Yeah.
Was having children is, I don't have the fucking patience. Watching this movie stressed me out.
Yes.
I was like, and then it's on top of like, oh, they're having a stressful day, both of them with their jobs. And then also the stress of like New York City and just like the chaos of that. And then these kids, I was like, get rid of the kids.
Get rid of the kids. And I'm also like, you're raising these kids in New York and you're not training them to like not go off on their own and like all of this stuff. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I mean, to be fair, Jack isn't training his child. I like training also. Like we're sending them to doggy daycare.
I'm a new godmother of a small puppy. And my friend, who is also a child of immigrant parents, is sending this dog to 2 different schools right now because she's like, yeah, he needs to be trained.
Of course.
And I'm like, yeah, and you are functionally training a child.
Yeah.
You're teaching them or whatever, and they have human growing brains, whatever. But like, these are poorly trained children.
You can't like just let your child run amok.
No, children die that way. Most of what you teach them is so they don't die
one of them
or
goes
get hurt.
missing in the middle of the movie.
Missing more than once. One stick shit up its nose like a moron. It's already done it once and gone to the hospital. Why is it doing it again? I didn't learn the first time. It's crazy. It was crazy. How many times
It is, well, especially if you're going to the hospital as a child. I hated going to the doctor. If I did something that landed me in the fucking hospital, I wasn't doing that again.
This is the dumbest child. I don't know why she can't be nice to him.
Okay, there was a point when she was like, "No, sweetie, it's not your fault." I was like, "Yes, it is."
It's his fault. This whole movie.
The whole movie is this fucking child's fault.
Anyway, let's get into it.
No. Okay, getting into it.
My first note is child.
I'm gonna read the log line.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
All right. We're gonna do our podcast,
Oh, yeah, we
guys.
haven't told them anything, huh?
No,
We did none of our normal.
We just jumped into how much we don't like children. This is to set the tone of what this podcast is going to be like. We are going to shit on these small children the entire time.
And just for the record, the boy's so much worse than the girl.
Oh, yeah. The girl, I related to the girl. I was like, all she wants to do is follow cats around.
Let her chase a cat.
Great. Solid vibes.
Yeah.
You're losing her. That's not good. She
No,
shouldn't
it's
be
not
wandering
ideal,
off.
yeah.
But all right. The lives of two strangers and their young children unexpectedly intersect on one hectic, stressful day in New York City.
Wow, but this was all supposed to be within one day. That was
It
kind of
was
the
one
idea.
day.
It felt like a year.
It was a terrible day.
was so
And we've all had those days where it's like
Yeah.
everything is fucking going wrong. And that is this day. But none of it would have gone wrong. Actually, both of their days would have been perfectly fine if
Yeah.
they didn't have kids.
These moronic children, they haven't trained.
These untrained children. Truly, though, like, there's no way that I could have acted like that. I'm like, I understand. Okay, well, first of all, this was 96. I'm like, we weren't doing gentle parenting. I know that everybody is like, oh, millennials are so coddled, like whatever. We got participation trophies, which they did have in this.
They did have that in this.
And that's why we're all bad. But
Yeah, but that wasn't my experience.
no, and I didn't feel like gentle parenting feels like a newer thing.
I think so,
where you
too.
kind of like, but even then, I'm like, you're not supposed to let your kid get away with everything. I could have never gotten away with this shit.
No. It is so crazy to me.
I would have been yelled at.
Yes. At
At a
minimum.
minimum, I'm scared. When she falls at her, I'm truly, and her entire presentation is fucked up because of this child. I was like, no.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, our main couple is Melanie, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Jack, George Clooney. Hot couple, both hot. You know, we got good people to look at or whatever.
Yeah. I think she's so much hotter than he is. But I think I also loathe his character in this.
Oh, his character is awful.
Yucky, yuck.
He's the worst kind of man.
Yes. I hated him the whole time, and it just grew more and more every scene when I was supposed to like him, when they were telling us we were liking him.
Make him likable, and I was like,
They couldn't. They didn't try hard
No.
enough. And the end of the film, what's the idea? They're like on a couch together falling asleep, and we're supposed to go,
guess.
that's love?
Well, I don't know. Shall we do our countdown?
Let's fucking do our countdown.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
8 hours.
Okay. I'm down with that.
They wake up and go, oh.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not good together. I feel like they
No.
had like a little kind of. It was one of those movies that they hate each other the entire film.
Yeah.
And then in the last half hour, they're suddenly like, huh. maybe I do like that annoying thing that they're doing, but
Yeah.
there's no like reason for their mind to change.
No, it's impossible to believe. You don't actually see like a warmth happen. It just like it makes zero sense. It's not
They're
believable.
both like, oh, we're both like attractive people with terrible children.
So we get each other, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really didn't
He
buy
learned
it.
nothing. He's
Zero.
a shitty dad.
He's shitty as a dad, as a person,
Well,
as a guy, and the
also,
whole
when you
time.
look at his relationship with his ex-wife.
Yes.
Both of them are divorced.
Yes.
I'm like, Melanie is exactly like his ex-wife.
For sure.
So what, we're to assume that this time it ends up better? And the entire time he just talks shit about women.
The
He's
whole
misogynistic.
time. Big time. He
He-
tells his daughter basically, like, don't become one of those awful women, Dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, fuck off.
I'm like, your daughter's going to hate
Yeah,
you
yeah.
when she gets older.
Yeah.
She loves you right now because you're like fun,
You're fun,
cool,
cool
dad.
weekend dad.
How great that you get to be weekend dad. She doesn't even have a bed at your place
It's
because you
crazy.
can't be fucking bothered to get her a bed.
That's insane
Yeah.
to me. It was so mean that they had to try to tell us to like this guy. Give us something. They gave
No.
us zero.
It was
made
really
me
just
furious.
like George Clooney is hot and like that's what we get.
Yeah, and
But it's not enough.
it's nowhere near. I was so angry this whole film by everyone, the boys, the men. Michelle
The men-
Pfeiffer for like fucking around and dealing with both of these boys and men.
I know. The fact that she like at any point was kind of like, he's like, actually I kind of like it. I was like, you're smart.
Why are you doing this, and why is your child so poorly trained? Like I can't
I think that she doesn't have time for training.
get training. But I know she's like, I can't afford a babysitter. Her family's incredibly disappointing.
Oh yeah, her family sucks.
Her
Her
ex-husband
support system sucks.
She has
Her
nothing, and that's hard.
ex-husband is a touring musician who like couldn't be bothered to be in his kid's life, but his kid loves him, of course. Because like
stupid.
being the bare minimum as a dad is good enough.
It's so good. I would if I have to have a kid, I would love to be a dad.
Oh yeah,
What a
it would
dream.
be the best.
What a dream.
It would be really good.
Toss a ball and have them go, I love you so much because you're never there. And you're like, yeah, me
Yeah.
too. See you next week.
So you're like pretty stoked when I'm around.
Yep. Okay, we had to talk about this goddamn film. Sorry.
Rainy day in New York City.
Yep.
Melanie, whatever, she's balancing her checkbook she had as a kid. Our kids are Sammy, who is Alex D. Lynn's. He is in Home Alone 3 and like a bunch of movies in the 90s. And then Maggie is Jack's daughter. That's Mae Whitman.
She's so good at looking like anytime she doesn't have to be a child that is like happy, she's so good at all of those faces. And anytime she has to be happy, you're like, I don't believe it in your
You're a
face.
sad child.
You're a sad child. Okay, yeah. So, this kid's
don't know.
fucking
The
thirsty. He can't
kid-
figure out how to
he
get his own
can't-
water. So confused.
How old are they supposed to be? First grade, second grade?
They're old enough to know better. I swear to God. Let's see if it does. I don't think it does.
No, he's coming to wake him up. Well,
The
also,
first grade sounds right, though.
her kid's his like scary fire truck toy is in her bed and it like goes off. It's like screaming
He's
911.
trying to ruin her life.
He's trying to ruin her life. That is the moral of the story.
Yes.
Is children ruin your life
Uh-huh.
and men ruin your life.
Yeah.
Of
Yes.
young ones, old ones,
any
across the
age,
board.
You have to be careful.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Maggie is fine. She just wants to chase some cats around.
Let her.
Yeah, she'll survive.
She will survive.
She's a survivor.
She's a
She doesn't need
survivor.
her fucking dad.
Yeah. She's going to tell him to fuck off so soon. Give her 10 years.
It's going to be so cool when she's a teenager and she hates him.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
All right.
Yeah, I said, God, kids seem fucking tough. That's one of my notes.
Immediately I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He's just bothering her all night long because, you know, he's a child and that's what they do. They bother you.
Yeah.
He's asking if his dad's coming to his soccer game. She's like, he's going to try. Daddy has a different schedule and he may not come. And I don't even know. Whatever.
He hits her in the face.
He hits her. He just keeps waking her up. Yeah.
I hate it.
He keeps her up all night.
Yeah. And
Then
I'm like, dude, tell him to go in his room and fucking deal.
Just go to bed.
Ah.
This is like a level, like, I feel like this is classic. People are like, oh, this was millennials being coddled, but I don't think that I had this level of coddling.
I really can't emphasize enough how much this was not my experience. It's crazy.
Feels crazy.
It feels crazy. And then we see what Clooney with his daughter and ex-wife.
Yeah, he's waking up, knocking on the door.
She has to beg him to take
she's
care
like,
of the daughter
take
for
him
a week.
for a week because she's going on her honeymoon with her new husband.
Yeah.
And the nanny can't. And I liked her being like, she can't stay with new husband's parents because they're too old. My parents are too crazy and yours are dead. So they have to stay with you.
They have to. And he just like, oh, I'm working on a story.
Yeah.
Fucking grow up.
We all have jobs.
Be in the house.
Parents have jobs.
Uh-huh.
So take your fucking child that you're then going to use to try to fuck women.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And I guess this whole day, these two kids were supposed to be in school.
Yes, they're
And
supposed to
normally
be
they'd
on
be
a
in
field
school
trip.
on this field trip. Yeah.
The
But
day
fucked up
is
because of this
actually
guy.
ruined because of him.
It's 100% him.
Okay, so he is who initially ruins everybody's day, which she does call him out for, and he doesn't fucking apologize.
No, he doesn't.
Why
He's a
would
piece
he?
of shit. Yeah.
He ruins the day initially, and then the children make it worse.
Yeah, they do not help.
So, I don't know. They're like getting in a fight. She's like, you're immature. His apartment's all fucked up. And I don't even know. He's like, you chose to grow up and I chose not to.
He said that mean shit. I couldn't believe that. He's like, yeah, you chose to be the one who does the hard thing and whatever. And it's like, dude, fucking, she probably had to because you weren't doing shit.
You're an adult.
I don't understand.
Don't have kids if you don't want to grow up and be a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Don't have children.
You didn't have to.
You can be an immature piece of shit your entire life. Don't have children. That's fine.
I'm upset.
I plan to do that, but I'm not going to bring children into the world.
No. I just can't get over this movie being pitched as like a rom-com where we're supposed to like him. Like, I really am...
I really think that the fact that it's George Clooney is doing
enough?
all of the heavy lifting.
It does nothing for me.
No, he sucks.
Okay.
But I think that is the only thing that they're hoping for.
So bad.
He's worthless.
Yeah. Okay.
We're back with Sammy and Melanie, and she's like, oh, we have to take your friend Maggie to school. This is another thing. Melanie lives in Jack's ex-wife's building.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird, but I imagine they'd find out because their kids go to the same school, so they both whatever. So it's just like a wacky happenstance.
For sure. I'm saying for like dating wise. If
like
they were
they
to
would see
date
each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's married. She probably doesn't give a shit. She's
No.
probably like, all right, girl,
Good fucking
have him.
luck. Yeah.
Have fun
And again,
with that one.
It's just 8 hours. Like, it's not.
It's not gonna
not
last
lasting long.
There was a little bit about it that I was like, I think they're gonna try for some reason, but it's not gonna work. I don't know why they're gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They go to try to get to the fucking boat.
Yeah. Well, she goes to pick up Maggie.
Yeah.
And he's just not responding. And she is stressed out because she wants to make sure that the kid gets to school.
Yeah, because he was supposed to call her and do all this shit, and he didn't.
But he didn't. And instead he's like making s'mores, and I don't even know.
I don't know. And anyways, they both separately end up at where they're supposed to go to the school, and the school is already left on this trip And so they get in a taxi to try to make it to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids
don't
are like,
make
my
it.
dad hates your dad. My mom hates your mom.
Yeah.
And he's already being a shitbag in this car ride. He's like, well, she calls someone and then like kind of talks shit about him. And then he calls his boss and pretends he's calling a woman and going, what underwear are you wearing? What color? Or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is where we find out her sister sucks and won't take care of the kid even though she has plenty of money and like time and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm like, help her out a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't really know why. I didn't understand why her sister was refusing to help.
Me neither. And I'm like, I don't, what?
If you live like right there and you can.
All the time in the world. And she's like, why don't you just pay for whatever? And the woman's like, I can't. And then she's like, well, then fucking you pay for it for her. Like, do something.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's being
It's
absolutely
one
useless.
day, and unless Melanie is, and we don't see this, totally taking advantage of her sister, which doesn't seem to, be
does
the,
not seem to
vibe.
be the vibe.
Like, I'm like, just.
Okay. They get to the boat. It's the wrong boat. It's all old people.
It's the wrong boat because Jack, she is like, Melanie's like, that's the boat. Jack's like, no. What is these? All right.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And she was right about which boat it was. He was wrong. They get on the wrong boat. And then he's like, we could still make it, and goes shout. And he shouts, hey, boat off of a.
Yeah, he's like, come back. Turn around.
dumb
That's
fuck.
not how ferries work, dude.
So then the kids use the phones to like kind of fake call, mimic their parents. And in this, the phones get switched. And this is a fun
They
90s
have each
plot
other's
point.
silly cell phones from the 90s.
And somehow this man is in therapy.
God.
He's in therapy. He's doing his therapy appointment in front of his child.
What a good guy. I know. He brings the child in. I was like,
Why?
is that? I guess it's probably allowed.
It's 100% allowed, but why would you do that?
Yeah.
Surely the waiting room is fine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I guess like she's young enough where you're like, she's probably just not
Not gonna
going to pay
understand
attention.
Kids are sponges.
They are.
So he does his weird therapy appointment here. He's using a lot of like kind of metaphor about like
he's like, I'm sick of angry, resentful fish who think you owe them but won't trust you to do something, and I want to find a fish who isn't scared of my dark chocolate lair.
I hated this whole thing. He's like, yeah, why don't women trust me to do stuff? And it's like, because you do shit wrong.
Because you suck at it.
Every time.
You're fucking everything up.
So
you get to be a cool dad.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're having s'mores for breakfast. I don't care if you make it to your field trip. Whatever.
So we see the mom's. She's at her office. She has to go get a model.
Yes.
And
she's telling Sammy he can't make noise in the office. The front desk woman is like, why is there a child here?
Yeah. And she's kind of asking her to watch it. She doesn't really watch the kid. The kid does so much crazy shit.
He's got toys all over the floor. How have you made this much of a mess in an office this fast?
It's incredible.
I remember being a child, my mom was like taking classes at like university. And I remember going to her classes.
Yeah.
With her
And
a few
being
times.
normal, right?
I remember having like a coloring book, and it was like, you sit there and you're not allowed to speak, and you get to color in this, and that is what you do.
And you just do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Michelle Pfeiffer's.
There's just like no world. It was like, that's what you have to do this.
Yeah.
And I guess you can't do that with every kid. I don't know. This is why I don't want to have a kid. What if I end up with a shit one?
It's dangerous.
It's too much of a risk. You might end up with one of these fucking kids.
But I do think it's.
He's not been trained.
Thank you.
It really. I
do
mean,
really
how
feel
much
that way.
Is it like, yeah, nature versus nurture, etc.
Well, you can see everything she's doing is like not strict with him.
No, she's not strict with him at all, and he does something bad, and she like hugs him, and I'm like,
Oh, you're not teaching him anything. I'm so sorry. I really didn't like it. Whatever. So she, because of his stuff on the floor, she trips on it while she's holding a model. also, like, I don't know, there's something so very 90s about like architectural models of the
Yes.
building I'm building. It's so goofy and it feels very fake and
It
silly.
feels silly.
Yeah, it feels, that's literally
But
what I
guess
wrote.
that was what it was in the 90s.
Yes, I don't know.
Is she an architecture? Is that her job? Architect?
There's something in building construction for spaces that seems to be relevant in this context for her
Who
job.
knows?
And she basically she follows it, fucks the thing up, and her kid walks into the office, and the boss is like, what
He's
kid
like,
is
why
that?
is there a fucking child here? Kids give me strep throat all the time. A kid who's perfectly healthy can still give it to you. I believe this. Kids are disgusting germ petri dishes.
Yeah, he says to her, you know what I see when I see that child? And she's like, what? And he goes, carrier monkey. And then Sammy starts coughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, no, he's healthy. He's like, because kids can't fucking cover their mouths or just cough in a normal way. They're like, I have to open my mouth as big as I possibly can, and I need to get it probably as close to your mouth as possible. It would be the best way for me to cough right now. Crazy.
For some reason, she doesn't acknowledge that this is her child. I mean, for some reason,
She's trying to be like, this is a random child I found.
it's so bizarre.
To like be like, no, I'm not bad. Well, there's a lot of weird things with her and her boss where I was like, your boss doesn't know anything about you.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that you're like a single mom.
Yeah, or
It
that you
seems
have
like
a
important
child.
information.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe
I
in
could
the
see-
90s where we're still having like women in business, like, oh, we can't trust a mother kind
I could
of
see
thing.
him not knowing that she's a single mother. I couldn't imagine him not knowing that she's a mother. Like,
But I think that like there was a stigma,
I mean, I think there still is a stigma
but I think there was an extreme
Yeah.
stigma.
around having kids in the workplace, like being a person in
Yes.
the workplace with kids.
Being
Yeah.
a woman in any sort
Yeah.
of like high level, and like she doesn't want to be passed up for raises. She
Yeah.
doesn't want to be passed up for a promotion.
Yeah.
Like I think women would get passed up for things if they were a mother because it was like,
You're going to be distracted.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe. Yeah. He
And
doesn't know
men
that.
can just be fucking worthless and have a child and still have their career. Yeah, Sammy at some point cries and he's like, it's all my fault. And she's like, it's not your fault. It's Maggie's daddy's fault. And I'm like, it's both of their fault.
Yeah, it is Maggie's daddy's fault first if we're ordering them.
Yeah.
And he's a full grown adult.
And
you know?
then him and Maggie, we cut to them, they're eating like hamburgers and milkshakes for breakfast, and he's like, that's the best part of being an adult. You can act like a kid whenever you want, and that's totally true, but you don't have to have a kid.
Yeah, you don't need to have a kid to do
Everything
that.
about him, it's like, be an immature adult.
Don't have a
Don't
child
have a
responsibilities.
child.
Yeah. Yeah. He says a weird line to her, like, when you grow up and you have some sweetness and blah blah blah, and like basically telling her like, don't be a nag or mean like other women are.
Yeah.
Be a cool woman. It was really gross. She's like, okay, and I hated that.
Yeah.
And then we're back at this model building place where this guy's extremely self-serious about the models. And I just wrote, this kid is a fucking menace. I don't know what even did this scene, but it wasn't good. I think he
know.
was putting his hand in a printer machine, just printing his hand over and over again or some... Dude,
Just being
get him on a
annoying.
leash. I don't know.
He needs to be a leash child.
And then I guess Jack brings in his daughter, and of course all the women at the office are fawning over him and his daughter. They probably normally fawn over him, period.
They fawn over him, period, but then they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know you had a
girl.
kid. Oh, my
Uh-huh.
God.
And it's showing us like how differently men and women are treated for having kids in the
Yes.
office.
I know. She's like sitting there having to
Pretend
oh
this
my
isn't
God.
hers. Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my God, I really want to fuck you now.
I know.
Oh my God, that's so hot.
It's so disgusting. And the daughter is like, why are all these women talking to you this way?
Yeah.
Like, she can even like see that something's weird, you know?
She's going to hate him eventually.
For sure. And then there's like an actress. Sorry, there's one of the
Oh, there's a
coworkers.
gross line.
Uh-huh.
Is this when we get this? Love your guy like a little boy and he'll grow into a man. What?
It was so gross, and it was said more than once.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
What the fuck does that mean? What does that I can't even begin. I didn't understand it anytime it was said. I've never heard this before. Thank God.
I don't.
Love your guy like a little boy. So no sex. So we're not having sex.
We're not having sex now.
And I'm disciplining you?
You're training him?
I'm doing your training.
And then he'll grow into a man, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the way it should be interpreted, but I'm sure it's some weird way.
This is so stupid. Shit like this is why I'm just like, no, I don't feel bad for men.
No.
Actually at all. Because you brought this on yourself with this fucking nonsense.
Yeah, it's disgusting. When you Google it, it's not very Googleable. I don't know if they just made it up disgusting for the movie or what.
It does feel, I mean, it's just like wives becoming their husband's mother. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Men need to be fully formed adults, and they not
baby.
Most
forever.
of them, a lot of them are not raised to be that. Their mom coddles them, and then they find a woman who's going to do the same thing for them while they get to be successful in their career, even though they're worthless.
Yep. And so, whatever, she finds his boss has a cat in a drawer named Lois.
Yes.
She pets
Maggie
Lois.
loves Lois. Cat eats the school fish that they have.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Oops.
That same crazy actress who said that crazy line later says, like, hey, I noticed you haven't been dating for quite a while. Actually, we all noticed. And she says, I'm gentle but brutal.
Yeah. Think about it.
It's crazy.
And honestly, he'd probably like that.
Yeah. I think he walks out without his kid.
He can't find his kid because she's hiding under the desk with the cat. This is also when I clocked that she has this giant cat backpack.
Isn't it great?
I love little kids things, kids clothes, kids bags.
It's such a good time.
Oh my God, what a dream! I
Just
want a giant
fun
cat,
and fake and whimsical, just like a goofy little world.
Just get to wear silly shit all the time.
And everyone's like, yeah, you can do that.
Like, of course you should.
Yeah,
you should wear that. Kids have the coolest clothes.
That's so unfair.
I hate when I see an outfit and I don't realize it's like a picture of a outfit and you don't realize it's for kids, and then you're like, oh. That's not in my size.
That's not for me. Next line I wrote, dude, I can't stand watching this fucking movie.
Oh, yes. Probably because Melanie calls her ex-husband and is like, can you watch Sammy from 2 to 3? I know you're busy recording, but can you watch him from 2 to 3?
Yeah.
And in the middle of this, like, Sammy's just causing fucking chaos. And this is when she yells at him that she's going to take him to the 9th Street Drop Center.
Yeah.
But like the dad even being like, oh, I can't watch him from 2 to 3 because I'm busy recording. Bring the kid in the recording studio.
Make him be quiet for an hour.
The kid can't sit. He doesn't have to be in the area where you're recording, but he can't be in the other place where the people sit.
Who made us watch
this? Why the fuck can't he? Who requested this? Show yourself. Why can this kid not go be with the dad? This dad is worthless.
This dad
he sucks.
is worthless.
And of course Sammy loves him.
Of course.
I would be so furious if I were her. And of course she has to be the bad guy over and over again.
So unfair.
This relationship is so bad. It is just a repeat. Both of them are repeating their other relationships, and all of these women deserve better.
Yes.
All right, she yells at him that she's going to take him to the 9th Street Drop Center. He's like, those kids will beat me up. And she's like, well, then you're going to have to be really brave.
I'm like, maybe you need it, Betty. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have been a little shit.
Yeah.
Because now you're going to the 9th Street Drop Center.
This is like your first consequence. Hopefully it changes your behavior.
Entire fucking life. Does it? No. He goes there. The kids are like, it's superhero day. And they're like, he's not a superhero. He's a poo-poo crybaby.
And I was like, he is a poo-poo crybaby.
He is. Got him.
Got him.
Maggie is also being dropped off of there.
Yeah.
He's kind of having they're doing the same thing with their kids, but like she doesn't realize that it's him. And she's like, oh, wow.
Because he's doing like a little sock puppet show to explain time and how soon he'll be back. And then she finds out it's him, and she basically just has this, women magic purse or whatever vibe where she pulls out enough stuff from there to somehow, against all odds,
make some little
like superhero outfits for both of them. And at some point, I think they're fighting, and maybe she says to him, she says, it's so 90s to blame your complex on anyone but yourself.
Yes.
And I was like, wow, so you're in 96.
Yeah.
And you're already like, it's so 90s to do something. You know what I mean? Kind of wacky.
Yeah, she hates people who blame all their worst traits on other people.
Yeah, and he's for sure doing that shit.
Yeah, and then I was like, is that so 90s? Was that a thing we started in the 90s? Clearly, apparently.
I guess so.
according to this.
I mean, I think probably maybe it's tied to him like seeing a shrink and then like kind of offloading like, oh, it's this reason that I'm this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the beginning of therapy speak, weaponized therapy speak.
Yeah, and she's calling it.
Yeah, it's gonna get real bad, girl. Just you wait.
So she
says you're blaming your Peter Pan complex on your mother, and he's like, you have a Captain Hook complex.
Dude, fucking grow up.
Grow up, you have a child.
Yeah, he is a child. I write that he's checking out a weird building. I don't really know what's happening here. It's Manny. Does that mean anything to anyone?
I have this also. Oh, he's finding Manny. He's running away from him. He catches him on the roof. He's doing some weird like mob story.
Yeah, it's a story that he's trying to catch. Yeah, I got it.
Because like he's breaking this mob, political corrupt kind of story that who cares, but
his person won't vouch for him anymore.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
His source.
Got it.
So he's like chasing down his source, and that's his bad thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Which, you know, whatever. He could have just like gotten his kid to school on time and not ruined everyone's life, but whatever.
And then the kids call the mom from, you know, wherever they are. And they say something about how like someone's offering them LSD.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, don't respond to this because now they know they can always use this line on you whenever she's training them wrong. Just say, don't take that and stay there. It's crazy to me.
I'm just like, do we believe that this kid has LSD? Maybe.
I don't know. And then
what's the worst that could happen? A 6-year-old does LSD.
Live a little. Maybe he'll learn something. Maybe
he'll have like an ego death and he'll be like, wow, I've been a real piece of shit to my mom today.
I've really been misbehaving and making her life difficult.
I should really stop putting shit up my nose so far that I have to go to the hospital.
Sorry, she didn't do that once. So she she keeps calling our main guy for help. I don't know why. I hate her asking him for help because he's such a fucking nightmare.
Yes. And he's being unhelpful.
And I don't know how that conversation ends, but for some reason this is the first time they play the one fine day like she's having positive feelings about him.
Well, this is what I mean, they start the movie with one fine day. They play it throughout, and I'm like, is this supposed to be a joke? Because it's not a good day.
This one, it feels like they're like implying romance from this.
It's actually not a bad day because we're falling in love with each other, even though we're not.
We are not. And
oh, yeah, she's passing Sammy off to him, and she's like, this is what he's allergic to. Hold hands, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And the kid kind of like is like, my dad loves me for sure all these ways.
Dad's the best.
He's so cool. He takes me here, whatever,
I love my dad so much, and I don't appreciate my mom.
My next is... I wrote, she has the cars.
Yeah, she's doing her meeting with a model. She gets the model fixed. Also, when she's getting this model fixed, Sammy's like fucking shit up. This kid. All right, anyway, the clients are like, we love it, and then one of them's like, I need to see it with cars.
Yeah, I won't really get it unless it has cars on it.
And so she has Sammy's toy cars with her, and he's like, wow, join us for drinks at 5:30 so we can talk more about this.
They said she's quite the little discovery about her, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, she's like obviously good at her job. Like, why are we...
They're gonna be like creeps with her and make her go to drinks with them.
Yeah, and her boss is a
it.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, she's clearly good at what she does.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody respects that, and it's crazy, and she has to hide that she has a kid because being a woman's a nightmare.
Truly. And so then George Clooney, I forgot his character's name.
Jack.
I'm sorry. Jack. He's like, he's trying to still run down this lead, and he calls a woman who works for the woman he's getting from, and he just keeps telling her, can you try to speak English?
Yeah, we get some like casual racism. He's trying to find Mrs. Lieberman, who is maybe the wife of the head of the mob or something, to get information.
Yeah.
He's like doing this. The kids are fighting. Sammy puts a marble up his nose and it's stuck so far up. He's got to take him to the doctor.
And it is very clear. They've told us this is the second time this has happened to him.
Yeah.
Before he stuck a ring, like a wedding ring up there. This kid's so fucking stupid. I just can't. I just can't. So...
You know, Melanie's waiting for them. He gets I don't know. They're having this stupid, like, they have these, it's not even a flirtation. And he's just like, you're a control freak. And she's like, I'm not a control freak. I just like things the way I like them. And
he's like, let somebody help you out. And I'm like, who?
Nobody's helping her.
You're going to help her?
She's been begging for help this entire movie and nobody's helping her.
And he has never done anything helpful for anyone without anyone yelling at him and begging for him to do it.
Yes.
And even then he does it wrong.
She has learned throughout her life that you can't fucking rely on other people. And so she is behaving
as such.
Yeah.
Next line just says, girl, I don't know, something hate him.
I don't know. Oh, they go and have dessert at Serendipity's.
I know, isn't that fun?
Yeah.
That was fun. I liked that.
It's Melanie and the two kids. So now he can't switch his thing. She's like, I'll figure hers out.
Yeah.
Oh, because she's like, can you take them at 5:30? And he's like, no.
She's like, okay.
I don't know. Whatever. So she's got the kids now.
And basically the girl follows a cat somewhere. She can't help it. And
I don't blame her.
Yeah. And so, like, she walks into some museum. At this point, our main woman somehow thinks she could have feelings for this awful man. And her mom is, like, in love with this guy, too.
He's like, he writes for the paper.
Yeah.
And, you know, moms love that.
She's like, he's got that good color. And I'm like, okay. And she lost the daughter. She's wearing some fun dinosaur shirt, which I love. And
I loved her shirt.
She's out in the rain, like yelling, looking gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah.
Yelling for this daughter, like on top of a taxi.
Yeah, and they're trying to find her, and finally they do find her because she had followed the cat, and the cat has kittens, and
the dad found her. And during this time, Michelle Pfeiffer's like,
she goes to like the police and etc. And then the police finally call him, and they're like, we found your daughter.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
Yeah, he had no idea. And she goes, and I was horrible to him all day. Why did I have to be so horrible to him? I hate him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you were not horrible today. This guy fucking sucks.
He was horrible to you.
The whole time. Anyway, we find out later that Jack says to somebody, like, I met someone today. I don't know how to describe her. She's luminous. I'm like, why are you treating her like a piece of shit? Why are you being a fucking asshole this whole time?
This is when, like, the movie starts to try to be like, this is
love.
Cute.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not.
No, it's bad.
These people hate each other.
Yes.
And then, okay, so he's getting Maggie, and he's like, you got to come with me. And she's like, no, I want to play with the kitties. She named them Bob and Fred, and she forgot the third one's name. And she's crying, and then he's like, okay, you can keep one of them. I'm like, that's crazy.
It's insane.
But
it's insane.
Thrilled. But also, the crazy part about this is she's like, I want it. And he's like, well, I don't know. We'll have to talk to your mom. And she's like, she's allergic. And he's like, okay, I guess I'll keep the kitten.
Take care of it.
And maybe I'll actually give you a room in my apartment.
That's a crazy idea.
What? Your daughter doesn't have a room in your apartment?
It's really crazy.
And he's like, okay, I guess you're allowed to stay there with the kitten. I don't know if we're supposed to assume he's learned literally anything today, because it makes no sense.
He's not.
I mean, it's just him making some impulsive decision.
Well, it's him like trying to like make a deal with her and negotiate with her, but like, you shouldn't be making a deal with a kid. It's like negotiating with terrorists.
And
like, what are you doing?
Making a deal that then involves a living animal.
Insane.
Like, she seems to love this kitten, so I do think that she will generally take care of it, and hopefully he does as well. But don't do that.
Anyway, it's 5:05 p.m. and
We've got the whole press conference. I don't know. There's all this shit
oh
happening
yeah, it's
with
the
their
press
jobs.
conference, whatever, it doesn't matter. And
then they're finally going to the soccer game.
And
he's like teasing her for being irresponsible. And he's like, say it for your kind.
yeah, he's making her admit stuff.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, you've been
and he says, for your kind.
because she like lost the daughter.
Yeah, and he's like, the ones with all the balls in the air. Say you can't do everything on your own. That will restore my faith in women again.
It's so disgusting.
Why do you need your faith in women restored again? You have been worthless.
Horrible this whole time.
You are worthless.
And like,
women are taking care of you all day fucking long.
Yes. And you're making this poor woman grovel?
Yeah. And she gets mad at him.
Well, she also does and say those things. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And she, whatever.
And she also does call him out though. And she's like, it's your fault this day is terrible because you didn't call me.
Yes.
And then he's like, well, I think you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life. And I wanted to make talking about why he was
being an asshole on the phone about the underwear. Yeah.
And he forgot to call because he's not good at doing things.
Not like her.
And for whatever reason, this does something for her.
Unbelievable.
That he's just like, well, yeah, I ruined both of our days, but that's because I'm worthless.
Yes, and I think you're hot.
Yeah.
Does that
she's
change anything?
She's like, oh my God, a worthless man that I'll have to care for.
Another one.
And I'll have to love like a little boy so he can eventually grow up into a big man.
It's disgusting.
Oh, I don't have enough worthless children in my life.
And so, whatever, she's got to go to the soccer time.
She's got to go get drinks. So they have to go.
She's got to go drinks. And then the kid's like, what? You're not, what about my son? You love your job more than you love me.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Grow up. Sorry. And then she's there and these guys are making her drink. She doesn't really want to drink.
Yeah, he orders her a dry vodka martini, whatever.
Yeah.
They're being just weird. I'm like, and I know it's 96. It's just a different fucking vibe, but I'm I have my child today. I cannot do this, but clearly you like what I made.
Yeah, so this should be the end of it.
This should be the end of it. It's crazy
Yeah.
what women had to deal with in the 80s and 90s and before that. And still today, but especially then to just have any seat at the table.
Yes. And it's barely a seat. And eventually she does get pissed off and make a little speech about her kid and she likes her kid and it's good that she does that. Mm-hmm. And as she leaves, one of the guys says, I like her. And his son says, a lot. And the boss is like, oh, okay, I guess.
He's like, all right, I guess it's fine that she has a child.
And so then they are,
they're running to get to the game.
Because they have to or else he won't get a trophy or something.
Yeah, because, millennials, we need our participation trophies or we'll cry.
And then they're fucking around in puddles on the way. And I'm like, buddy.
Fucking puddle. He carries her across the puddle. And then we zoom out. Girl didn't have to walk through the puddle. There's dry on either side of this puzzle. Because the reason he picks her up is because she's like, oh, I'm going to get my feet wet. Walk around it.
And why are you guys playing now? There's no time to play.
We have to get to this fucking game so this kid can get his participation trophy so he doesn't shoot up his school. God.
And the dad is there. But before that, she invites Clooney to do you want to come after this? To have Chinese at my place after the game. And he says no. And then she talks to her ex-husband. It's the second game he's made it to in 2 years.
Yes, he's not going to make their big fishing trip this summer.
That's the only reason he's there today is to tell Sammy
that he's not going to do the fishing trip because he's going to be touring with Bruce Springsteen. And this is the fishing trip Sammy's been talking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
And this dad gets to be this kid's favorite person.
Yeah.
And he does nothing.
Absolutely nothing. He's just a jackass. Anyway, they play a soccer game.
I do like Jack being real aggro with Maggie as she's playing. He's like, body check that kid.
And she goes, that would be rude. She's playing soccer.
It's sports.
the daughter's like, hey, it's really obvious that this woman likes you.
Yeah, because she's already learning that she's gonna have to take care of her father.
100%.
She's like, you seem stupid, so I guess
I
I'll
have
start
to.
picking up on.
And she's like, can we stop
cues.
this? I'm tired. I'm trying to go to sleep. And he's like, actually, we got to buy new fish right now.
He's like, we need new fish for the classroom because they were
"What?"
carrying around because my boss's cat ate the fish.
And now I suddenly care because really I just want to get with this woman.
Yeah, so we show up at the apartment. We're like, here's the new fish.
And he, whatever. He brings in the fish
And then Jack is always like, why'd you spend all day flirting with me if you're going to get back with your ex-husband?
I don't know how he came up with that.
Like, what?
And I'm like, dude,
why do you think why do you think she's getting back with her ex? Because Sammy likes his dad?
Yeah.
Come on.
And he could have just like asked her out like normal. And they do this big, awful fight. And
Yes.
then like right at the end of it, in the fighting tone, he goes, what would you do if I kiss you right now? She's like, do you want to kiss me right now? He's like, I wouldn't have mentioned it if I didn't.
And then he says, you're just reeling me in, aren't you? You're like Roy Scheider at the end of Jaws.
And he's like, you're admitting you're a big shark. I'm admitting I'm scared of getting close to someone again. And then they kiss, and I hate it. I hate this whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, she's like, let me freshen up. And she does so much.
She's like, don't want to feel like a mom. I want to feel like a woman. It's like clearly the middle of the night. We've had a long day.
And you're going to shave your legs and
shaves
brush
her
your
legs.
teeth and blow out
I
your
understand
hair.
being like, I'm going to brush my teeth.
Yep.
I'm going to change my shirt
Yep.
because, of course, Sammy spilled all over her before this. But
sorry. He did this twice, I think. There was one way earlier with apple juice.
Yes.
That's why she's in the cool dinosaur shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate this kid.
So, but yeah, she's shaving her legs. She's doing her makeup. She's doing her hair.
She's doing most of just like an hour of stuff.
Yeah.
He's
like,
there in your house. What are
What do
you
you
doing?
think is going to happen?
For what?
And so, of course, she goes there and Jack is falling asleep.
Yeah. And then she like kind of cozies into him and she falls asleep too.
And now they're just sort of like sleeping together. And we zoom out and it's kind of like the apartment complex. We're looking into, I do love looking into other people's apartments in the city. That's a fun vibe.
Yeah, it is a fun vibe. But boy, I hated this film.
My last note that I had on the credits that I noticed was, so they're doing all of them and it's like the key hairstylist. So the main person who did the hair. And then there was a hairstylist for Mr. Clooney. He got his own special one.
For all of the hairs he has.
It was like
big long hair.
His hair was pretty normal the whole film.
Couldn't be more than an inch long. Okay.
I'm not sure why he got special hairstylist and nobody else, but he had a special one.
He had a special one. Yeah, you giving him 3 months?
No, I don't know.
Tess, 3 months.
I know. I've changed my mind.
Jesus Christ. My God.
I think that the reason that I was thinking 3 months is that I think that unfortunately Melanie is like kind of stupid and pathetic.
Yes.
And I think that she might actually give him a shot.
Yeah, let's say that is true. Like
a month.
At most, because his behavior is going to be the same.
His behavior sucks.
It's going to be the same behavior. She's going to find again she's taking care of more people, and she's already at capacity.
And
but
he
I
learned
guess,
nothing.
In theory, though, this is in theory all the rest of the days the kid's going to be at school. They're going to be at work. They might just have like afternoons and evenings.
Might get to do normal things.
So it'd have to be when there are moments where she actually needs him and finds that he fails, that'll be a problem.
Most days will be normal days, and he might actually be her type, unfortunately.
I guess I could see a month.
Yeah.
3 is crazy.
I think that if, again, this was a really bad day, but most of the days probably won't be like this. Maybe.
Normally almost never
He
has
normally
his daughter.
doesn't have his daughter.
Yeah, but he might have a bedroom for her. So generous.
Yeah, he might have one.
Yeah.
He's got a cat now.
3 months is so upsetting.
I just think that she might have a type.
Okay, who do you think ends it with who?
Her.
Has to be.
Or he just, if he ends it, fuck you.
I can't imagine. Okay, yeah. I think 1 month is okay, and then the last 2 months are rough.
Yeah.
But 3 months, I'm fine with 3
think
months.
that they might
I'm
do
upset, but I'm
like
fine.
if things are fine and they're not having terrible days, I just think that they're each other's types, unfortunately. But like it
Yeah.
doesn't work out. It
No,
didn't
I
work out
can't.
before. It's not going to work out again.
Oof, 3 months. I'm upset, but I'll take 3. I hated this. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
All right.
This has been When Harry Dumps Sally. We're here every Tuesday.
We have a Patreon.
Check it out. See you
Bye.
next week.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.